Hey, hi, hello, how's it going? That'll be $10. Wasn't really expecting to make a video today, but we've got something very interesting brewing, courtesy of KROM Kendama, and that is perhaps the first, correct me if I'm wrong, but perhaps the first Kendama NFT being minted and sold. Quick disclaimers, I have no super strong opinions on this one way or another. This is really more for discussion and for me to hear and you to share kind of your opinions on this whole NFT debacle. And then number two is I simply don't know a ton about NFTs. I don't know the details behind them and the utility and the this and the crypto this and that. But really, I'm just going to give you my thoughts on the way I understand it. And then I want to share, as you kind of saw, some of the opinions that we're seeing floating around the community. Okay, so let's catch up first. We've got this Instagram post courtesy of KROM Kendama that came out yesterday. As of the time of recording, it is Wednesday, and I'm going to show you the auction has started. So I'll give you a quick little look at that. But what's going on, first of all? You see this beautiful gold nugget Kendama JPEG image. Not JPEG image! This beautiful gold Kendama picture, and what does it mean? Well, it is official. Speaking as KROM at the moment, we are hyped to be teaming up with Noir Future Studio, beats me, to bring to life the first ever KROM NFT Gold Medal Kendama. Presenting a one-of-one KROM Gold Medal Kendama NFT. We'll be auctioning off the NFT starting tomorrow. See how to enter the auction below. So you look down a couple centimeters, click the link in our bio. Auction will run from Wednesday, February 23rd at 6 p.m., which is 12 p.m. EST for EST people. And so it's started already. I'm recording this like Wednesday afternoon, and it'll run until Sunday at the same time. And the starting price, here's where it already starts getting interesting, $50, which I'm assuming is USD, $50 worth of ETH. So a little pricey for this picture, but you wonder, what's it come with? What's an NFT? I don't know. What's the value? Where's the $50 going? And you peer a little bit farther and you realize for this NFT in particular, if you win this NFT auction, KROM is going to also send you a pre-release version of the mini metal golden nugget. So if you remember, they had the mini metal silver Kendama, which was cool, and they just sold it on their site like totally normal. Sold it, everyone could buy it. And it seems like they're going to do the same with the gold one. They're going to sell a gold mini metal. But in this case, if you happen to be the winner of the auction of this NFT, then you also get that gold mini metal just for winning the auction. And you get it early, but it's going to be the same as the one everybody else is going to get. And then you get a signed poster too, which is probably the least exciting part of the draw, but that's there. Now this is where it gets interesting, because obviously if you're the first person who wins the auction, you get some extra stuff. You get a mini medal, you get a poster. I guess you get to say you won the auction, but what's that really worth? So it kind of breaks down into two paths. Like, does NFTs in Kendama or any hobby work, or does it not work? And I have a couple thoughts before we get into some of the interesting things that some other people had to say. Let me tell you first how I think this could work. And this isn't talking about this specific NFT that KROM is making and auctioning off right now, but NFTs in general. Like, what could make NFTs in Kendama work? First, I think if you have large amount of access to the NFTs, more than one or two being made, and they're reasonably priced for what they're going to offer you, then okay, fair enough. It's kind of like a VIP token. And when I say, perks and access to stuff, maybe if you're an owner of a KROM Kendama NFT, then every time they do a drop, you get 5% off as a holder, or you get it a month early, etc., etc. Perks that people would actually, want. And then again, there'd have to be enough available that, anyone, or at least nearly anyone who wants one, would be able to get their hands on them. Because if you have one or two, or whatever, it just becomes too far out for some people. Like, let's say I was interested, I think a KROM NFT would be cool, but there's one available, and for me as just a casual person, I'll pass, right? Like, I know I'm not going to be that number one guy to pay the most for it. I don't even know how OpenSea whatever works, so it's cutting a lot of people out of the market. If, however, it was, maybe reasonably priced, like a VIP membership, like I said, and you got good perks, then it'd be, a lot more in my consideration as something I might want to do. And then the other thing is that the person who owns it they might still have that opportunity to sell it to somebody else who wants it later. Maybe I have 500 kendamas, so I don't really need this VIP kind of pass anymore, and there will be some people maybe willing to buy it from me. The way this looks right now, to me, this picture of a golden kendama, there's never going to be the next guy who's going to want to buy it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, the first guy at least gets the free mini metal kendama coming with it, but is there going to be a next guy and a next guy and a next guy who's going to want this after? I don't see it. So I think this kind of is like a one and done and dead, which I guess is starting to lead into the reasons why this might not work. If something like this ends up being overpriced for what it truly offers you, that's where it starts to fall off, because there's no future demand for it. Right now, this is exciting. It's like the first one. It looks cool. It's a new idea, but if Sweets and Analog and all these other companies start doing this tomorrow, is anybody going to keep being interested? And if KROM drops another one, KROM NFT 2, now it's the second one, and the excitement, I think. And perhaps the biggest issue is just the fact that what NFTs do and where they exist in this crazy metaverse Zuckerberg digital world is so opposite to what the kendama community has been holding onto for so long, which is that step away from the screen, get out and about and enjoy some physical activity. It's just two totally separate worlds colliding. I think a lot of people, as you'll see, have this opinion that kendama is like the one escape from this crazy virtual world, and now that they're coming together, people aren't really interested in that, and I can get that. Kendama is maybe my one way to step away from my work from home setup and do something that is offline and enjoy myself, physical, not looking at a screen, things like that. It's like my one hobby that's still like that. But then once you start introducing the metaverse, and are people going to be having kendama jams on Mars once the metaverse opens up? I don't think the kendama community is necessarily the kind of people who really want that, but maybe they are. Let me know if you'd meet up at a virtual kendama jam. Let me know. Invite me. I'm sure you can understand where I'm drawing that kind of disconnect between the people that love kendama being the people that aren't necessarily wanting to bring another piece of digital screen time into their lives. But yeah, that was a little long-winded. So let's see. Let's actually look at the auction as it stands right now. It just started, but as you can see here, highest winning bid right now, $53.31. So somebody wants it. Sneak Crypto is currently winning the auction here. This is just on OpenSea, and this is public. You can see it if you look at the link in KROM's Instagram bio or whatever. You can take a look at this picture. I feel like I'm dumbing it down when I say you can look at this picture, but I don't know how else to say it. You can look at this NFT at the link in their bio. So now, to keep the discussion kind of rolling, let's see what some of those comments on that original post was, so that you can get an idea of what some people in the community are feeling, and you can feel free to express your thoughts. Obviously, I blocked their Instagrams out just in case they don't want to get exposed or whatever. But we have yikes, that ain't it, fam. We have boo with 3 tomatoes, and of course there's a great variety of comments, so I encourage you to look at the comment section yourself. Of course, I just collected a couple of the more eye-catching comments that I happened to notice. Looks like I'm never buying KROM again, which is a little bit rough. We've got don't bring this into kendama, a plea, again, like I mentioned, to keep the kendama world as less littleness of digital as possible, which is a fair sentiment. We've got nah. Please no. NFT stuff should stay out of the kendama community. Again, similar sentiment. And this one kind of takes the cake, at least on this side of the argument. I recommend maybe not going the tone-deaf route and making your own communities more informed before pushing some scammy push and pull thing where nobody really gains anything. And this is kind of fair, because me personally, as much of a casual NPC in this virtual universe as I may be, I don't really get it. But of course, with every person who thinks one way, there's somebody on the total opposite end of the spectrum. So there are comments like, this is so sick and love it, no reason for the hate, keep pushing kendama forward. And maybe that's what this is doing. Maybe in 10 years from now, the kendama community will be way bigger than it is now, because I mean it's not the most popular thing in the world, but maybe taking every route into NFTs and every other virtual option that people seem to love, maybe that's how Kendama spreads and makes our community a little bit bigger. And I'd be all for that. That means more eyes to watch me do tricks in my bedroom. But either way, I really do want to hear your opinions. How do you feel about the KROM Kendama NFT? You gonna bid on it? You gonna draw your own Kendama NFT and try to sell it? Let me know. Keep the discussion rolling. Appreciate you. Have a good day in your real